upper body pump at Elite. Let me show you exactly what I did. All right, guys and girls, here we are at Elite for an upper body session. And this is a throwback to the old school, like Gamma Bomb pump days, where normally my Fridays consist of me doing all upper back. So all my geared towards my lats and upper back. But, you know, it's really nostalgic to me to look back and do things that I used to love with John Meadows programming. And in Gamma Bomb, as you all know, the extra day, the day 5, that's gonna be in the first 6 weeks is upper body. So you do a few things for back, a few things for chest, and then 2 for shoulder. And you know, I told Chaz today when we set up for filming, he's like, you got back again today? And I said, no, I'm gonna do an upper body pump. So we have done one many years ago on this video on Black Friday. And I thought, you know what, let's update that. And also, I just wanted to have some fun today. I didn't have any soreness in my chest or delts. And I was like, you know what, let's get all around upper body pump. So that's exactly what we did. So I'm gonna walk through each one of these exercises that I chose today. First in rotation, big shocker, straight arm pull downs. I was doing sets of 10 to 15. And with here, I'm just trying to think about warm the lats up, open my back, and get a good pump going. And if you'll notice here on the straight arm pull downs, I just literally went until I got a couple partials. Again, I'm doing 10 to 15, just pyramiding up in weight on both of these exercises. And then for my final set of the day, I'm getting near-ish failure. Then from there, it's right into Swiss Bar Elite FTS pull downs. I did 150 for as many as I could. Had Chaz drop it to 100, and then I just pumped reps to really get a great pump going in my upper back. Third and final exercise for back today is going to be the single arm DY row. I pyramided up doing 2 field sets with 2 plates and 3 plates aside. I did 4 plates for my work set on the seated DY row, did each arm. I think I got 8-ish, maybe 8-ish full reps and then 2 partials. Again, this exercise just feels incredible to me right now, and I'm going to milk it for everything it's worth on both my pump and my main days. For my back offset, straight down the 2 plates. And with this, it's a very cool technique that you'll see me do today again later in the session, which is gonna be 10 very controlled, precise reps, and then 10 pumping reps, and that is on each side. So the thought process there is own every inch of 10, and the last 10 just be a stupid meathead and rep that weight. And I have no scientific data to tell me that this works great, but I know that the pump in each lat felt so incredible I got done with this that I knew I nailed what I wanted for today. Now, onto some chest. Starting with the wide hammer strength press. If your gym doesn't have this, any machine press will work great. As I told you at the beginning of this health phase, what I wanted to do here was really focus on the lower portion of my chest to start the days off here, to where when I raise my hands up in a front double bicep, I have more thickness and meat that jumps off of my rib cage. So starting with this wide hammer strength press, I pyramided up to 4 plates. Did a top set of, I think that was 10-ish, maybe 12, I can't remember. Took a minute, stripped 2 plates aside, and then I did the exact same thing I did on the DUI row. So I owned as many perfect controlled reps as possible, which I believe was 12, and then I just pumped reps till I couldn't get a full range of motion one. So this felt so good. By then, I could have walked away from chest after that single exercise, if that tells you anything. Like, I know not every gym is gonna have this piece, but if you have it at your gym or a gym near you, join it. It's that good for chest. All right, so to finish up my chest here, I wanted to do a high cable crossover to really nail the upper portion of my chest, and I supersetted that with a banded stretch push-up. So with these cable crossovers, all I'm doing, guys, is thinking about stretch, open my pecs up because they were pumped, and down to a full contraction. This stretch and shortening, I don't think there's a better exercise for me on the planet for a fly than the high cable crossover. I've been doing these since the days of me watching Branch as a kid. It's always felt good. I've always connected to it. So again, owning this high cable crossover. Yeah. After I hit failure there, I simply just dropped down, pulled the band off of my armpits. What I'm doing here is I'm flattening the strength curve with this band. So as I go down in the hole and get a stretch where I'm the weakest, I'm deloading, and as I press up into contraction, I'm getting more tension from the band. So again, nothing fancy here, guys. This is just a set to failure with stretch push-ups. If you notice my form here, I'm opening the chest up, feeling a huge stretch from sternum to armpit, and then press up to a hard contraction. And I did 2 working rounds of that rotation. To finish up the day, I'm moving on to shoulders, and I'm starting with side delts, which I know is against the grain because normally I start with rear delts. So today, side delt, and we're gonna do the machine side lateral seated today. I'm gonna do as many reps as I can, which I think that was 20-ish on full range of motion, and then I just pump slow controlled partials until I can't get one more rep. So if you notice here, all I did was 2 sets, that's all I needed. My side delts were screaming and pumped. So 2 sets of partials after you reach failure on full range of motion reps. And then final thing of the day here is gonna be bent over rear laterals. You know I love this, it feels incredible, it feels great. I grab the 20-pound dumbbells and I literally just try to get 15 to 20. All about drilling the rear delt here, guys. I kind of turtle shell my upper back and just think about hands out into the side. This and reverse pec deck are tied for 1A, 1B for me for go-to rear delt exercises. Again, with this, all I needed was 2 sets and I was done for the day. So if you look at that all in all, I did 3 exercises for back, 3 for chest, 2 for shoulders, and I was done. We did that all in right at an hour. So with this, I'm not really thinking about really pushing a lot of hard pace here. I'm thinking about pump, 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 and I'm moving on body part to body part. So it kind of just makes me feel like I'm just swelling up. And if you guys do this, which I recommend, you will absolutely love it. So, you know, a lot of times I think guys always get so married to a split and they're scared to veer or listen to their body. And today my body was like, I want everything blown up in my upper body. And that's exactly what I did. I am not scared to listen. I've woken up some days, I'm like, you know what, my hamstrings are ready to go. And I go in and do a hamstring and glute day for my pump day. So I literally just listen intuitively to what my body tells me. And then the number one thing of all of this is I have fun. You know, I love training. I love all different types of splits and body parts together and pairings. And if there's anything I've found over the last 2 decades of lifting is if you aren't having fun, you aren't progressing to your max ability, because the guys and girls who are able to wake up every morning and crave this always achieve far better results. So it's a prime example of listening to your body and having a blast. So if you like this video, guys, like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, Christmas to you.